Welcome to the Warhammer Skulls Showcase. Skulls is the annual celebration of Warhammer video games, and what better way to kick it off than by taking a look at some of the awesome titles and updates on their way soon, including exclusive world premieres and reveals. You want to see some cool trailers for Warhammer games? Of course you do. Let's take a look. Sit back and enjoy the showcase.
Of rage, born of destruction, of insatiable bloodlust. We are his savagery incarnate, the epitome of brutality, rewarded for our ferocity. Join our relentless hunt, enact the wrath of the Blood God. Unleash your fury. Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne.
Hey, I'm Christina from Fat Shark. Vermintide 2 characters are very loved and we like to continue telling their stories and also challenge ourselves to build something new we haven't done before. That's why Carillion gonna get new magic powers this time. Go check out her trailer.
The weave is dying, and forgiveness is dead. I could not give her what she sought. The Blessed Sisters of Kadai and Kitharai seldom allow prayers to go unanswered. But one should always be careful seeking favors of goddesses. One never knows quite how it will end.
Recently, we launched Chaos Waste on PC and we're very excited to see players' reception. Chaos Waste is one of the biggest and most ambitious expansions since Vermintide 2 launch, and we can't wait to bring it to Xbox players. It's out now, go check it out!
All my life, I have heard whispers of a place where righteous gods heed mortal prayers. The Citadel of Eternity. It will take several pilgrimages to uncover the Citadel's location. The Chaos Wastes are a wilderness of tangled paths, blighted by the dark gods. Onwards to salvation.
Sounds good to me. This time.
Nice to see new places.
Oh yes. What could possibly go wrong?
Darktide, we chose to focus on humans because humans are actually the heart and soul of the entire 40k universe. And to play as a human being really emphasises the vulnerability, the survival horror aspect of it.
So we wanted to take that feeling of vulnerability and work it into the game. Make sure that you need to have these moments where other people in your party can take that center stage and make sure that you're working together as a unit. You'll have your moment in the sun, but you need each other to survive.
When I started writing for the 40k universe, writing novels for the 40k universe, the first thing I wrote, and the thing I've written more of than anything else, is a series called Gaunt's Ghosts, which is about the regular human infantry. And the reason I chose to do that, and the reason I've kept doing that, is because the human point of view is often the most interesting and telling point of view in the entire universe. The setting is a planet called Atoma Prime, in particular a city called Tertium. But Tertium isn't just a city, it's a hive city, so it's the size of a continent. The Hive City is important to the Inquisition because it's a vital imperial holding. It's essentially the capital of an enormous area of space, and of course it's home to billions of loyal imperial citizens. So it's not the sort of thing you want to lose, but it's also a way for chaos to get into the Imperium, which they can't allow to happen. And the player starts as a prisoner and then is recruited by the Inquisition, which is one of the most powerful authorities in the 40k Imperium.
To gain the trust of the Inquisition, you need to go on missions. You do that in the hub by going to a mission board where you're served a variety of options to prove your worth to the Inquisition. You go in, you work as a team to solve these problems. If you survive, you'll make it back to the hub where you continue this process, building more and more trust, which will unlock more things for you to do.
The experience of Darktide has been very different for me. This is a universe that I've been exploring for the best part of 2 decades, but to do it in the form of a game where we're creating a deeply realised environment that can actually be explored by the players, that's a very, very different thing to writing a book or a comic. I can't wait for you to experience our game and to hear your reactions as you get to explore this part of the 40k universe for the first time. I hope you survive it long enough to learn all of its secrets.
The galaxy is aflame. The shadow of damnation spreads across the stars. To repel this darkness, a mighty crusade is launched. The threat of chaos must be driven back. Uncountable enemies stand in their path, but the defenders of the Imperium do not stand alone. Guided by their unshakable faith in the Emperor, they will vanquish the storm. They will be the light that breaches the darkness. And they shall know no fear.
Necromunda is the greatest hive world in all of the Imperium, where humanity has been allowed to grow unchecked. It's damn good for business. When it comes to hunting marks in the Hive City, there's only one thing you need to know. The House always wins.
By Nuffle, I'm so bored. If only I had some Blood Bowl to entertain myself.
Rejoice, dear customers, as Cabal Vision offers you the complete Blood Bowl Championship.
It's Griff Overwald!
Himself. You read all my books, saw all my movies, and listened to all my hits? Then you'll also love to see me win as the best coach in all of Blood Bowl.
Where can I watch it, Griff?
You big lug, exclusively on Cabal Vision, of course. Your only source for Blood Bowl. Subscribe now and you could win an authentic Blood Bowl ball signed by the one and only me.
Hi everyone, we at Nacon and Cyanide Studio announced Blood Bowl 3 last year, and it is now time to give you a chance to get your hands on the game for the very first time, including a first look and reveal of the Elven Union team and gameplay. To praise the Chaos Gods, we've decided to give you an opportunity to try a beta version of the game on Steam. To access it, you just need to register on the official website. Once it's your turn to enter the pitch, you'll get an email with a Steam code to use. The private beta version is of course still a development version of the game, meaning not everything is final and not all content will be available, but for the occasion of Warhammer Skulls, we want to give you a chance to try the two brand new teams from the latest edition of the board game, the Black Orcs and the Imperial Nobility. And to remind you that dodging and passing is also a viable playstyle, the Elven Union will also be featured for the first time. In the beta, you will be able to create your roster, have a first go with team customization, play versus the AI, and of course, compete against each other in local or online through a classic matchmaking system. For those familiar with Blood Bowl 2, you'll already find new features with a faithful implementation of the board game's new rules, like the addition of the passing ability and the possibility to jump over prone players. You'll also discover exciting match improvements like a new timer format featuring a bonus time pool, more dice display, clearer skills icons, a more streamlined way to declare critical action or plan complex moves. Numerous great improvements have been made, cool elements added, and so much more than we have time to add, so you'll have to see it for yourself. When does the beta start? It starts now with the Warhammer Skulls Festival. Brace yourself and prepare your offerings to Nuffle. Now is the time. See you on the field, Coach.
Grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Experience every bone-rattling explosion and soul-crashing charge in Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector, the definitive battle-scale game of turn-based strategy and fast-paced combat that takes you to the battlefields of the 41st millennium. Today, we're announcing that the Sisters of Battle will be joining the Blood Angels in their holy war against the Tyranid threat on Baal. The Adapter Sororitas arrive on Balfora to the sounds of slaughter and gunfire. Each battle sister is a veteran of countless wars, entering the crucible of battle without hesitation or fear. With bolters spewing forth death, their righteous fervor destroys all who would stand opposed to the Emperor's will. Balanced and capable, Battle Sisters enjoy access to the blessed ammunition of their order, as well as the tried and tested mainstay of the Imperium, the frag grenade. Wherever the fighting demands faith and courage, these sisters are not to be found wanting. Standing beside their Battle Sisters are the Seraphim, trained in the use of jump packs and dual-wielding bolt pistols. these elite warriors of the Adapter Sororitas respond rapidly to any threat. They skillfully wield their pistols as others would melee weapons, making them brutally effective combatants, whose attacks hit with such poise and precision as to be as if they were guided by the Emperor himself.
Wow, loads of great games there to look forward to. And a lot of the games revealed or showcased here are available to play or pre-order right now. You can learn more about all the games featured in this showcase by visiting warhammercommunity.com/skulls. And don't forget, as they do every year to celebrate the Skulls season, many Warhammer video and mobile games are running promotions for the next week. If you've been looking for an opportunity to digitally dive into the grim darkness of the far future or the savage frontiers of the mortal realms, then now is the time. Thanks for watching.
Good evening, everybody. Wow. Good evening, everybody. We've just witnessed 30 minutes of pure awesome. My name is Nick, and this is Louise. And
Hi.
We're going to talk about what we've just seen, and also we're going to be revealing a few extra things you might not have seen as well. So stick around, and we're going to have a jolly good chat. So, Louise, first of all, wow.
Where do we start?
Yeah.
We don't have like a huge amount of time either, and there's so much. I'm like, it's overwhelming.
Right? So there's so many new things in there. My favorite trailer, I think, might have been that Orc shooter, but then the Last Crusade one was so good. And did you see Chaos Gate? Oh.
Yeah. And so, like, me and Nick, that was the first time we've seen all of the trailers, and we were watching them at the same time as you guys. You couldn't hear us, but we were just like trying to pick our favorites as we went along, and like a new one would come up, and we'd be like, oh, that's my favorite. Oh no, that's my favorite.
So, can you let us know in the chat what your favorite was, what you thought of everything we've seen. But also, do stay around. We've got loads more to come as well.
Yeah.
Two big things. First of all, I suppose, breaking news: Chaos Gate is back. Folks might remember that from a real long time ago. This time with Grey Knights, and we're going to see a new cinematic trailer in August, which I can't wait, because if that's anything to go by, what we just saw, I can't wait to see that as well.
Yeah. The trailers are just so good.
Yeah, definitely.
I just like watch another 30 minutes of all the cinematic trailers, because I love to see the thing that I love just animated so well. It's such a treat.
Yeah, the other big announcement we just had as well was another big thing we won't have seen before, is that the team behind Guns, Gore, and Cannelloni are making a brand new run and gun platformer called Shooters, Blood, and Teeth. Right?
On brand.
If you're into orcs, get involved. If you're into anything at all, get involved. It looks like the most crazy fun. So
Yeah, and we're going to have all the details about everything you've seen tonight, and it's going to be on warhammercommunity.com/skulls at what time?
I think there's an article going out right now. In fact, go over there right now and have a look at some of the stuff. And there'll be other stuff coming out throughout the evening as well. So just keep your eye on the website this evening. Moderator Notley's in the chat with us. Hopefully he can put the link in there.
Hi, Notley.
Hey, Louise.
Yes.
Shall we spend a little bit of time going through some extra cool secret things that people might not have seen yet?
Oh, I haven't seen them yet either, so I'm so excited. Yes.
Genuinely, Louise hasn't seen these. I had a sneak preview before, but the excited puppy that is Louise hasn't seen these yet. So, first of all, let's have a quick look at Chaos and Conquest.
Yeah.
A MMO strategy and PvP game, which we haven't seen in the showcase yet. And I think we've got a cheeky little video for this one. What you got, Raph?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
I love those kind of games. They're real like time sink games that you can just spend hours and hours in, and they're so satisfying. And yeah, that looks really sick.
It really does. Karanak, the Hound of Vengeance, is a legendary hero coming to Chaos and Conquest. There he is, the three-headed dog of Khorne himself. And we've got the Stalked by Skulltaker event is back for Skulls this year. So that's going to be taking part during the Skulls promotion as well. Of course, taking place between the 3rd and 10th of June. So make sure.
Yeah. And in there, you probably saw right at the end, we've got the Dragonbone Fortress skin and new equipment for your heroes. I think that was like the really cool like helmet and gauntlets that we saw, all Khorne themed. Really sick. I want those for me.
I reckon you look good in that helmet. You really
I reckon I'd look good. Yeah. I think it's a good look for me. A strong skull look for the skull.
So, on Steam only, the Warlords of Khorne DLC for that game containing the Herald of Khorne, the Skull Hunter, and the Bloodthirster will be discounted by 50% during the Skulls event. So get involved. Right, so we've got to talk about something else, which we just saw in the showcase earlier on.
Is it the one I'm most excited for, though, Nick?
Perhaps. It's Total War, Warhammer 2 and 3. We just saw some cheeky bits of information for both games. So first of all, I think there's some screenshots to show you here from Total War, Warhammer 2, the final expansion, The Silence and the Fury. Now, you were wondering which one was which. I reckon
which one's the Silence, which one's the Fury?
I reckon the sneaky convenience king's the Silence, and the gigantic brass Minotaur is the Fury.
I don't see the brass Minotaur being the Silence, honestly.
You're quite excited about this one as well. Tell me what's the reason you're excited about it?
It's Beastmen! Beastmen are getting a huge update. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. And I think everyone's going to be major hype for that. And we've also got a new unit, which is Torox the Brass Bull. It's going to be so sick. Everyone's hype. I'm super hype. I love, you know me, I love Total War. And the skink is just so sweet. Everyone's excited. I could go on. But
the skink you saw in the video is actually Chameleon Skink Oxyotl. Who actually painted. There's a miniature of Oxyotl.
There he is.
There he is.
He's so pretty.
You can see him for now before he turns different color, of course, being a Chameleon Skink. And he can actually add him into your armies to add extra benefits to your faction as well. And so he's all right.
Yeah, you've painted his miniature, haven't you?
I have indeed.
It's such a cool mini.
I did it a different color, but it's a Chameleon Skink. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It can be any color.
We also saw some new updates for Total War Warhammer 3 as well. Announcing finally we've got some more on the demons as Scarbrand has been announced. Oh god!
I love Scarbrand. It's such a cool mini. And this is it. Like I said before, I love the Total War games because it's the minis you know and love, but you get to see them move around instead of just moving them on the tabletop and making little roaring noises when they go 3 inches. It's so cool.
He is big, he's red, he'll make you dead. And alongside him is a bunch of massive corn forces as well. We saw in that trailer. Look at the bloodletters with their glaives there. A horde of flesh hounds. Oh, it's so cool.
Is that like a single Kislev bear about to get absolutely wrecked? Yes.
Kislev is bang in trouble.
He'll be fine.
Total War Warhammer 3, more coming very soon.
That's super exciting. What have we got?
Well, next up, Louise, even more pictures of Total War Warhammer 3.
Give me that.
We've got some more information on Horus Heresy Legions, which wasn't in the one, but let's have a quick look at a quick video we've got.
Yes, please.
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Let me go. Of course, Horus Heresy Legions is a collectible card game strategy PvP. What do you think of that? So that looks pretty cool.
That was really cool. Yeah, I'm loving the theme of Khorne with our skulls showcase. It seems, I think I saw the chat and people were making like on brand Scarbrand jokes. Absolutely,
on brand Scarbrand, exactly. We've got stuff to look forward to, of course, in this one, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got a special PvE boss raid event with this one in which Khorne takes over, and the players, you can, here we go, look at this. You can become champions of Khorne and band together and unlock new content in the game and a new boss event, which is super, super cool. So yeah, you can gang up, beat the big guy, and it's going to be great.
It does look cool. I'm loving the running Khorne theme we've got, and it's going to carry on this Khorne theme as well for the Skulls event.
It does.
Also, for Horus Heresy Legions, we've got a new collectible warlord called Argakol Gorborn.
Nailed it.
His name right now. A Demon Lord of Khorne, and a new collectible card you can see on the screen there called Demon Chosen as well. So get involved for that for Skulls coming soon. Right, Subs.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about this.
Okay, what we got?
I'm a huge Warhammer Underworlds fan, and we saw earlier on in the showcase a little bit about Warhammer Underworlds online. And I think we've got a bit more to show us. Have we got a video here for this one, Ara? Nobody for this one?
No, we're just chatting about it.
So first of all, we saw Warhammer Underworlds Online is our featured free-to-keep title this year on Steam for Warhammer Skulls. So if you download it between June the 3rd and June the 10th over on Steam, the game is completely free. Simply download it to keep forever on Steam. Go and get it. Now. June the 3rd, it'll be available. Go and get it. And we saw some more Khorne stuff, didn't we?
Yes, he says. Do we have screenshots for this, Raph, or not? Yes, we do. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Raph. Oh, wow. Well, look at that.
Then they look cool. They look hench.
I like that they're on bases. That makes me very happy. Yeah, we're going to see the release of Garrick's Reavers. Corn Dudes, very excited. Which is the new warband for Underworlds Online. There they are.
That's so cool. And also, I hear dire rumor we're going to be seeing specific game environments, specially themed to the Warhammer Skulls event, as well, coming for Warhammer Underworlds Online, which is super cool.
Do you think it's going to be skull themed? Hope so.
I really hope it is. I really hope it is.
You'd think so, wouldn't
What
you?
is Warhammer without skulls?
Not a lot.
Up next, we saw as well in the showcase earlier on that wondrous video where Lord Borak and Griff Oberwald were presenting a video about the new Blood Bowl 3 game. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely going to go for that signed football from Griff
I
Oberwald.
have such a crush on Griff Oberwald in a big way. I love him so much.
Yeah.
And I always get so excited for Blood Bowl trailers because, coming from the studio that used to create all the miniatures, it's just so cool to see them love the game. We all play the game in the office, and it's just great to see. It was the Elven Union.
The Elven Union. Yes. They've been a team in Blood Bowl for a little while now, and that was the Elfheim Eagles, the Elven Union team there you saw in the video with the guy spinning the ball on his finger, which is after a bit of classic artwork as well. And of course, the big news right now, Blood Bowl 3 was announced by Cyanide last year, and right now you can sign up for the betas right now live on Steam. Yep. So get over to Steam and sign up for the beta version of Blood Bowl 3 and get involved, score some touchdowns and get that glory. I think we've got a bit of another video to show.
Do we?
I think we've got exclusive in-game footage of an Elfheim Eagles drive.
I'd like to see that. I would very much like to see that.
Touchdown! Oh,
of course, they're 2-0. They wouldn't never have them being like 1-0. Of course, it's 2-0 because they had to push it a bit further because it's elves.
100%. You were just saying a second ago the Elfheim Eagles is one of your favorite Blood Bowl teams. Is that right?
Apart from goblins, I think I like elves in general because I think they really capture the nature of just like really annoying sports players that are really punchable, and I think that's perfect. Yeah, Nick.
So one thing as well, I've played Blood Bowl 2 to death, and I can't wait to see all the extra improvements. It's like Blood Bowl but better in Blood Bowl 3, with super improved play dynamics, more dice on screen, new teams as well, loads of new cheerleaders, right? Loads of really cool stuff. And did you see the stadium there as well? New stadiums too. Get me involved, please.
It's just armies on parade. Like fodder, isn't it? Just like I want to make that stadium in real life.
Please do it. We got to move on, Dogs.
No. But also yay!
Also yay! Okay, so up next, let's have a look at Warhammer Odyssey, which is a graphically inspired MMO over on mobile. I think we've got a video of this one as well, Raph.
Oh, I'd like to see.
So there we go. Isn't that pretty cool? Warhammer Odyssey is a huge world online. You can discover yourself on mobile. Absolutely brilliant. And for Skulls 2021, we have a new event as bloodthirsty enemies roam the world, having a chance to drop unique and rare accessories that are only available during the limited event. So if you're playing Warhammer Odyssey, get involved in that.
Yep. And there's new Skulls-themed cosmetics. Oh, hello. Look at that.
Right.
Ooh, you caught me by surprise with that.
That's a high elf helmet with skulls and bits on it.
Another one that I absolutely would wear to LARP or just generally, things are opening back up again. I want to look my best. Oh wow, that's so cool. Yep, so new skills themed cosmetics available to characters. I don't know about you, Nick, but that trailer made painting Warhammer look really easy.
Really did. Any more cosmetics to have a look at? The skull tattoo for the Slayer.
Oh, I want that for me.
You should definitely get it. But I want this one. This is the Shadow Warriors helmet, which is just
That's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. Yep. So yeah. Oh, a fancy hat.
Right. With a candle.
I want a candle. I can't handle the candle. I want that hat.
Only available during the limited time of the Skulls promotion. So if you're playing Warhammer Odyssey, get over there. What's next, Suggs? What we got?
I don't know. I just saw and I got really excited because it's a really, really good one. It's Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. Yay! Yeah.
I think we got a video for this as well. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh man, I'm super excited about this one, and I'll tell you for why. I've been playing Warhammer Quest Silver Tower to death recently on my new phone. I was in hospital last night for quite a few hours, and I played many missions on it. So I'm very excited about the Shadows over Hammerhall expansion that's coming to it as well. Totally free as well. Free expansion for that game. Delve into the depths of Hammerhall and figure out what the forces of chaos are plotting. The sneaky blighters that they are. And I think there's a brand new champion as well.
Oh yes, there is. The help me with the pronunciation.
Such as practice this one. The Evocator Prime.
I said it right. The Evocator Prime. I'm so used to saying like Eviscerator and stuff like that. Yes, the Evocator Prime. I am a huge fan of Silver Tower and Warhammer Quest on tabletop. Used to play it all the time in Bugman's. I've never played the mobile game, but I know you're like straight up addicted to it.
I literally live by it.
He literally broke his leg just so he could play it in hospital for 5 hours last night.
Partly true. Also, big news as well for the Skulls promotion this time round is that Silver Tower is coming to the PC as well, which is cool.
Yay, which means I'll play
so we're going to see high-res graphics, better effects, and it's going to be the prettiest way to venture into the Silver Tower.
Which is already very pretty already, I think. Well, as you can see. I feel like the Silver Tower would be pretty, but also would absolutely like make you insane.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
I mean, look at that. You don't just walk into a room and the carpet's glowing and everything's fine.
You're not.
No, it's not. It's like, what's going on? Oh no, I'm crazy.
That's actually modelled on the Warhammer Community Office. Onto PC, this is coming to Steam and the Windows Store for free, so watch out for that during the Okay. What up next? Oh, we got something else I quite like as well. I'm a bit of a card fan. So
you are, aren't you?
We've got some a new update for Warhammer Combat cards as well. So let's have a cheeky look at that. Hey, it's us again. What a great looking game that is. It's a super popular card game over on mobile. And again, it's one of those games you can just whittle away time and time with it. It's such a good game. And we're happy to announce that it's coming to Windows 10 for the first time with the Skulls Festival. So you can play it on your big PC as well.
Yes, indeed. I think it's going to be, the game is running the largest event in Warhammer Combat Card history with loads of new items.
Let's have a look at that. We've got
I would like to.
Shot that.
Oh wow! Cool! It's actual pictures of the miniatures.
Right.
I love that.
Right on the cards. You should get involved. There's so many games that the losers finding out for the first time, and this is one of the ones that I really.
This is what I mean by it. This is a lot of these are just blind reactions for me, and I'm genuinely just very excited.
For Combat Cards, we're hosting a narrative-driven series of live events, culminating in a dramatic battle against a mighty foe. And the final battle will be a new game mode as well. So watch out for that on Skulls. Including as well, there's going to be daily giveaways space for the duration of the event, as well as a boost to our regular chests, meaning loads of free swag available by simply taking part. You like free swag, don't you?
I love any kind of swag, especially if it's free. I prefer not to pay for my swag.
There we go. Yeah, I think there's something about a community-wide challenge.
Yes, there is. Players can come together in a community-wide challenge and build an enormous pile of skulls. So get this. So you come together with your friends and you're building just a big pile of skulls. And completing the challenge will unlock a cosmetic item for the entire game population. So yeah, come build a skull man with your buds and get some cool items.
Do you want to build a skull man?
I want to build a skull man. That's just a human skeleton, Nick.
Okay, up next, we saw another really cool new game in the showcase earlier on, and that was Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector.
Yeah, this is a good-looking game.
This is a turn-based tactical game, which we can see some screenshots of here. And up first, we can tell you it's got battle scale maps. So this game is huge, with many different types of special abilities and weapon types as well.
Yeah, super cool looking. Huge single-player campaign set in the devastation of Baal, which, if you are a fan of Warhammer, big deal.
Big deal. It's all about pyramids basically trying to eat their way through all the Blood Angels homeworlds. There's also a skirmish mode where you can play using armies of your choice to make it completely customizable, including the Tyranids as well if you're feeling super gribbly, for a variety of different objectives. You can also decide on the size of the armies, so you can play games as big as you like and customize the games you like as well, which is super cool.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a big guy game, doesn't it? It's Tyranids versus Blood Angels, which is, super big. But as with any good tactical game, you can completely customize your army. You can choose what the units are composed of, change their loadout, spend points on hero perks, and generally just get really attached to one in particular and watch him die.
Which is nommed on by a hive fleet.
Yeah, that's what I do. I always pick one that's my favorite, and then I'm like, cool. Oh, this one has, this has got the photo mode, hasn't it?
That Homer Gauntlet's banging trouble. You're absolutely right. Yes, Suggs, you like taking photos for your social media, and in this game, we'll be including a photo mode tool as well to capture and edit awesome high-resolution shots from the game, so you can share it with your chums to show how awesome you are at work.
Which, honestly, I love that feature in games. I spend so long in games lining up photographs and then just getting shot in the face. It's so fun.
Right, we got to move on, Subs, because there's something very close to my heart going on here. You may be able to see behind me. I've got a whole host of Orc fighter bombers and fighter jets on my shelves up here, and I'm super excited about Dakar Squadron, the Flyboy edition.
I haven't seen this.
We've got a super cool video. You've got to have to check this out. Check this out.
I haven't seen it.
Wow, that's proper.
Nick, that was a looted doom scythe.
That was a looted doom scythe. That's a Necron flyer. The Orcs have nicked, put loads of guns and panels on the side of it and
yes!
fly. Look.
Okay, I've never seen this before, and I mean, just in real life as well as like this video, that's a looted doom scythe.
Do you know what the part thing I love most about this is the front of it's not quite straight. It's looked like the model has been together badly, isn't it? But it's so good.
Oh, it's so wonky. Look, look at I want to paint this. Oh, all the hobbyists that are watching this right now must be like, that's it. That's what I'm doing. This is cool looking.
So if you want to be an Orc fighter pilot and bomb your way through the canyons there, shooting down other Orcs, then you need to get involved in Dakar Squadron. It was so good. We saw the looted doom side there. We also got a look at a looted Arvis lighter.
Yes! What? That feels like such a good orky plane. It's such a little chunky little chunker. It's so good. Okay, I'll stop fangirling and let you actually talk.
Normally an Arvis lighter has no guns and no weapons. It's just a transport. But the Orcs have taken it, slapped loads of Dakar over it, and filled the transport bay with bombs. So in a game of in this game, the Arvis lighter is a support bomber. and can be unlocked alongside the burner bomber, which is just so cool.
Nick, I'm
Yeah.
gonna play the heck out of this game.
Right.
Everyone who knows me, love the orcs. Just that looted doom scythe, seeing it and just seeing it just zip around. That's crazy. This is so fun. Yeah.
We got to move on, but yeah, you can absolutely pick up Death Squadron Flyboys Edition now to get access to the 2 new planes and, Suggs, you were talking about this, a skull-themed pattern available for all your jets. We got.
Do you think that's what that is? What with all the skulls on it?
Yeah, look at that. You were talking smack earlier on that you were going to paint this on a plane. Do you reckon you could do it?
I reckon I could do it. I reckon I could freehand that entire paint scheme. I kind of want to. I kind of want to get Aeronautica involved with the idea of doing looted things now. I think that's such a good idea.
Louise will remember that I once had to freehand a bunch of planes that she did the artwork for, and I came and complained at you that you made them too complicated. But
yeah. See, I do the full scale artwork, and then Nick has to copy it, but like that big.
Yeah. Great, thanks for that. That is absolutely Dakar Squadron. Get involved because it's all key, isn't it? I just love it.
Okay, what's next?
Right, a bit more Dakar here in Warhammer 40,000 Gladius. We have this is a turn-based 4X strategy game. And it's available right now, but there are new units being announced for the Skulls promotion, which we've got a few cheeky pictures of. Now, if you have a look at here, Louise, you can't see Louise, but she's putting her face dead close to the screen.
I am.
In the corner, you can see the Dark Disciples, which are just ominous, aren't they, for the Chaos Forces? They look really cool. Up next, we've got the, I believe it's the Venom Thropes for the Tyranids.
Not the Venomthropy.
Not the Venomthropies. Genuinely how she tried to pronounce it earlier on. The Venom Throats, who are sort of mist clouds of poisonous spores all over the place. They're super cool. The Eldar Forces get some Warlocks, and I think we've got them blasting face right here. Look at that.
Spooky. Very cool, very cool.
Boring someone right there. With the Orcs get the gigantic Killburster tank.
Of course they do. That's sick.
As much Dakar as the thing can hold.
Look at the Eldar Warp Gate.
Isn't it cool? Yes. And also the Necrons get the Canoptic Wraith for a cheeky little bit of combat prowess.
Love it.
And the Space Marines get the Devastator Centurion, so you can see on the other side of the screen, letting off all the missiles to the Emperor's ever sent.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
That's so cool. I think I am told that we can look forward to Crutox Riders. And also get this. So Crutox Riders and also Ratlings.
You're super. Ratlings are the most relatable for you, aren't they? They're quite small.
They are.
They stay far away from the action, and they like eating cake.
And they bring a lot of snacks. I think, they bring the snacks and the attacks. If anyone knows me, love a Ratling, love a squad. I love a short guy who brings a lunch and comes to war. It's great.
The DLC for this game will be released with an update, adding a new rare hero item, the Dimensional Key, as well. Allows heroes to teleport across the map, which is super useful if you're running late for the bus. So get involved in that over the Skulls promotion. That's going to be really cool too if you're playing Gladius.
This is really fun.
This is really fun.
I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh no, do we have time for me to get really excited?
Yeah, we have. Because
okay,
what we got next, so tell me what we got.
This might be my favorite one maybe to talk about. 40k Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. We got some new info.
Ooh, spicy.
So this is my favorite. So what we've got, and I think Rath's got some screenshots to help us out. Thank you, Rath. We have a new weapon being added for the Warhammer Skulls event, and that is a Zenerite Macro Stubber. Which did I say that well?
You did well.
Zenerite Macro Stubber. Possibly a bit heretical. Looking at it, heretical version of the classic Macro Stubber. Don't like the look of it. Mechanicus probably love it.
As a loyal Imperial, I'm definitely raising an eyebrow here. This weapon looks a little dubious, doesn't it? It's combined a tenuous understanding of Necron Gore's technology.
I don't trust it, but I want it.
And the raw power of an ancient pistol to deadly effects. So this will be added across the platforms on Steam, GOG, Xbox, and Nintendo. And PlayStation 2. And the most exciting bit for you, Subs, is...
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the most exciting bit for me. For fans of the composer of the Mechanicus soundtrack, which anyone who's played it, that's everyone, because... Oh my gosh, the OST is just the best thing ever. We are putting out a mastered version of the soundtrack as a free video on YouTube. So you can be like me and you can just listen to Children of the Mechanicus for 10 hours straight whilst at work.
Big shout out to Army David there, the composer, who has done an absolutely sound job, literally a sound job on the Mechanica soundtrack. It's beautiful.
It's my favorite, I think, Warhammer kind of like piece of music that's come out. And like, I love the music out. Space Marine. I think they released it on vinyl recently, snapped that up. But yeah, the OST for Mechanicus is just so good.
Yeah, I'm into it. So there we go. That's going to be what's playing in the Warhammer Community Office non-stop, 10 hours a day from now on. If so, deal with it. Up next, let's have a look at another classic Games Workshop game. This is Talisman, the core game on mobile. And added a new time limited challenges for Talisman for players during the Skulls event. And here we go. We've got a good look at some of the challenges there, which is cool. By completing challenges, players will be able to earn unique skull-themed titles during the event, which I'm
defeat 3 skeletons, and then it's like defeat the Skeleton King.
Yeah. I do love that they've gone full on brown with the whole skull thing. It's great.
I love it.
You can shelve your titles to friends to prove your loyalty to the Skull Throne in Talisman, which is super cool.
Yeah. It's another game that I just love in person on tabletop. Never played on, digitally. Looks super cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Also, big news as well for fans of Xboxes as well. Talisman is launching on Xbox during the Skulls event as well to bring the fun of Talisman to you guys too, which is super cool.
Indeed. We are also, big news, going to be discounting Talisman, the digital edition, on Steam, Nintendo Switch, and mobile during the whole event. So get on it.
As an immediate download. Did you say you've got a video here for us, Raf? Let's have a cheeky look at it.
Let's go.
Oh man, that's so cool. What a classic game.
Look at all that old school Talisman goodness. I think like me and Nick, when we're watching that, we're still chatting. We're still talking about it. And I'm just like, yeah, look at all that old school Talisman goodness. It looks like how it should, which is old school Talisman, but you can play it on your Switch.
Right. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Playing digitally, Suggs, means you haven't just got to set the board up, which takes a little while. You haven't got to find an opponent because you can play it online. It's just have a quick.
You have to paint the miniatures. They come painted.
You have to paint, no painting, but you can just play a cheeky game of Talisman while you're waiting for the bus. It's super.
Love that. Love it. Yeah.
Okay. Up next, we've got some news. The last part of the show today, we've got some news about.
Oh no way!
I know, but you'll like this, mate. Cause it's all Necromunda Underhive Wars. We've got some new information and some stuff to show you as well. So let's have a cheeky look at some new screenshots we've got. To show
Indeed. We've got some really cool stuff coming up.
Now, for the Warhammer Skulls event, a brand new class, the Servo Tech, is added to every gang in Necromunda Underhive Wars for free. You can steal equipment from your enemy's backpacks, including consumable and unequipped items. You can just flat out steal their food and their ammunition. That's not cool.
So Underhive, though, isn't it? Look at that. That's a Van. Oh, he's so handsome.
Yeah, he's so cool, isn't he?
And the guy isn't bad. I was talking about the Servo Skull, but okay. Woo! Speaking of handsome, it's this dude. Oh hell yeah!
Big old Goliath. Now, you had mentioned that you had some involvement in because the Servo five unique new weapons.
We in our department, we have people that draw all of these weapons, and yes, our Servo Techs can wield 5 unique weapons. Let's talk about those. So first of all, we have the Shock Whip, which is just what it sounds like. It's an electric whip with 100% stun chance. So you whip it, you're stunned. It's pretty impressive. That's not what's stunning you. It's a massive electric bolt to your face. Nice. That's pretty cool. We have the voltaic, I never know how to pronounce this one, voltaic pistol, which is same role as the shock whip, only in the form of a gun. So if you don't like whipping, you can shoot. Same thing.
Every time you say shock whip, I just
shock whip. We have this is a great one. The Mangler. The Mangler is a unique rifle with no special characteristics. Just the Mangler. You don't need a special characteristic when your name's the Mangler. That's your special. Oh, look at the artwork. I'm trying not to get distracted by all the cool artwork. I kind of wish I'd looked at this before. I think then some shock whips. I need to keep telling you about weapons. I'm getting distracted. We have a needle pistol, which is very common with the Eschers. And this is to poison enemies and inflict damage over 4 turns. So that's literally how it sounds. Everyone's nightmare. It's a pistol with a big needle on it. I hate that. And we have the needle rifle, which is the same idea, only worse because it's 2-handed weapon, dealing more damage. So if you don't like needles, you're probably going to have a bad time with that. Stick to the shock whip. It'll be a lot more fun. Look at these guys, though.
Amazing. Don't go and ask for a shock whip if you go for your vaccination, though. They won't like that very much. Up next, Necromunda Underhive Wars will also receive a special time-limited discount for the duration of the Warhammer Skulls event as well. So, I mean, now's the time. Go and get involved in some Underhive Wars, would you? Because it's just so cool.
I mean, everyone's into Necromunda games right now anyway, because it's just, there's so much good stuff going around at the moment. And that just looked epic.
You see Hired going in the showcase as well.
Good stuff. There's too much to talk about.
We've seen some super cool stuff tonight, everybody. So I hope you've appreciated all the time and effort that these the companies that are making these games have gone in to make some seriously cool trailers and things to show us. Huge props to them for all the work they've put in to make such faithful games from the Warhammer universes.
They're so smart.
They are so smart. We love these guys. So thank you everybody who's out there making great games for Warhammer.
Thank you guys. We love them.
These Skulls events takes place from June the 3rd to June the 10th. So make sure you're getting involved and check out all the different promotions that are going on. We've mentioned a few of them here as well, but there's going to be more as well. Of course, there's always is. And you can get more information right now over on the Warhammer community website, which I am pretty sure Mr. Vincent Notley will put a link for in the chat right now.
Thanks, Notley.
There's going to be more articles about the individual games and things going live later on this evening. So just keep checking back as well on that website.
Yep. And as usual, we've got some epic merch on the go. I think me and Nick, shall we show off our epic merch? They can't see us. Okay, there we go. Nick, stand up. Woo, we got merch. We both got skull shirts. Yay. You can head over, thank you, Raph, there we go, to merch.warhammer.com. Pick up some sick shirts. Y'all like skulls, don't you? I mean, you wouldn't be in this hobby if you didn't like skulls. I want the Space Marine one.
I need the Space Marine one in my life.
I want Captain Titus on my shirt at all times. I'm sleeping in that. That's for me.
Griffo Ball or Captain Titus?
Oh no! Don't make me choose. No, that's
I'm so sorry.
So
well,
upsetting.
I've never seen them in the same room, so they might be the same person. Who knows?
I hope so.
Right, everybody. That is all from us this evening on the Skulls Showcase. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Hope you've seen some
guys.
cool stuff. We're about to do a big old rerun, so if you want to stay around and watch the big long video again, you absolutely can do that right now. And that's all that is we have to say. So first of all, absolutely massive thanks to all the companies and games producers who have sent us cool things that we can show off to you today. Huge thanks to our producer Raph in the background and our moderator in the chat who've been awesome. Massive thanks to you guys for turning up and watching this stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing in my hype. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. And absolutely. So that's it from us. Thank you very much indeed. If you like Warhammer Live and you like Louise and I talking nonsense, then you can actually join us tomorrow evening as well at 5 o'clock. We'll be doing a sort of hangout and hobby session.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be painting a crab. It's going to be lit.
But thank you very much indeed for joining us on Warhammer Live. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much indeed and enjoy Skulls. Bye.